Hello. Okay. Florida. City names. Alright. um, there are some, there are a few names on here that are just really not my style. But there are some interesting ones. Um, start with the boys first. Hudson. I used to think that it was cute, but now I'm just kind of over it. It's okay. I'm not really big on place names for babies. Unless it's like really not that well known. Um, whenever I think of Hudson, I think of the Hudson River. Or we used to have a store here in Michigan. Here is doing some funky things. We used to have a store here, very similar to J.C. Penney's, and it was called Hudson's. So that kind of makes me think of that as well. It's okay, but next is Orlando, and I've never liked this name ever. Honestly, it's no, I don't like it. I don't like it. Um, I don't know why. I've never cared for it. The next is Paxton. Sorry, Paxton. I read it and I say Paxton. Um, I don't know. I could see this growing on me. I could. I like Pax. I think Pax is really cute, and like what you said about Angelina Jolie bringing it. Um, when she first changed Pax's name to Pax, at first I was like, the hell? But it grew on me, and I liked it, and I could totally see this getting on my favorites list. The next one is Jasper, and I love the name Jasper. Jasper is on my favorites list. Um, I do like Twilight. I like the movies better than the books. Um, this has been actually a guilty pleasure for me for a long time, but thank you, Stephanie Meyer, for making it a cool name. I love Jasper. I do. I love it, and I would totally use it on a child. It is, um, I think, like number 20 on my favorites list. I love it. It's an awesome name. This next one is a mouthful and a half. Bradenton. Um, Brady used to be like my number one for boys. I loved Brady, but because I don't like nicknamey names for full names, I always find something that will fit it, and I went with Braden. But I don't know. I don't like Braden because like there's like a million Aidens and Cadens and Haydens and God, there's probably more that I can't think of. But all the Aiden names. Um, Jaden, Caden. I already said Caden. But yeah, so it's just like I'm kind of over it because you can't walk 10 feet without running into someone that has an Aiden type name. I still love the name Brady. I do. I love the name Brady. I think it is like so super cute, but I don't care for the Bradenton. It's just it sounds very stuffy, very pretentious. Next is Callahan, and I can honestly say that I could see this on a girl or a boy. Um, on a girl because of the nickname Calla. I think Calla is very cute. And then just the longer Callahan for a boy. Um, I don't know. It's different. I do like it though. It's a different name. Now this next one, you said you didn't care for it, but this has been on my guilty pleasures list for a long time. and it's Quincy. I really do like Quincy. You said that it didn't remind you of anything, but, and this is probably just because I live in the States. When I hear the name Quincy, I immediately think of, John Quincy Adams, one of our past presidents. And so that's what I associated with. There's really no bad association with this name, for me anyways. I really like it. It's one of my guilty pleasures, and I don't know, it might come off of my guilty pleasure and come on to my favorites because I could see myself using this on my child. So the next is Rio, and I don't care for this name. It's okay. Uh, Definitely not my style at all. It's okay on someone else's kid. I'm sure if it was on someone else's kid, they would be cute. But, I'm sorry, but I really don't care for it. Same for Weston. I don't like Weston. I don't like Weston. I don't like Easton. I don't like any. I don't like any of those like mappy type names. I do like the name Wesley though, and that's like very 80s. I know. But I knew like 2 people with that name, but I've not met a single Wesley since. And I think Wesley is like really cute, and I like the nickname Wes. But yeah, I don't like Weston. I'm not real big on the TON names. You said you really like them. I happen to really like any name, and well, most names end with the ick or the ek sound, like Riddick and Kalik, J6, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not real big on I'm not big on Weston at all. The next one is Beacon, and whenever I go through my baby's name book, my eyes always go to this name, and I don't know why. It's different. Not real sure of it. I like the sound of it, but the spelling, it looks like bacon, and I think that might be it. But I do like it, like the whole like, beacon of light or beacon of hope, like you said. I do like it. So I don't know. This might be on a guilty pleasures list. And now for the girls, and this is kind of a mixy list here for the girls. The first one, Ensley, I like that. I do like that. In fact, I like that like 100 million times more than Ainsley. I don't like Ainsley because I don't like the syllable, the first syllable, ain. I don't like that sound. But Ensley is just, it's like a softer form of Ainsley. I like it. I like this a lot. I do. I really like that. The next one is Havana. No. I don't like it. It's okay, but it's really not my style at all. The next one is Parker. And I don't know. I've never met a little girl named Parker, but I could totally see this on a little boy or a little girl. I could. I really could. Like I said, I've never met any little girls named Parker, but I could see this being a total 50-50 name. Same with Callahan. The next one is Century. No. No. I don't hate this name. This is just kind of like one of those names where I just kind of go like, what were you thinking? No. I'm sorry. I know you like it, but no. This next one, Lakeland. I'm not sure of this one. I definitely, like you said, I definitely like the sound of Lakeland a lot better. without the D on it. But I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. This, let's see, next, number 6 is Trinity. I hate this name. I do. I don't know why. I really don't like the sound of it. I don't like the way it's spelled. I don't like this name at all. I don't like this name at all. Ugh. And like I said, I have no idea why. I have very, like, a very deep disdain for this name. Okay, number 7. It is a food name. I despise food names. Cocoa. That belongs on a dog or in a mug mixed with water with some marshmallows in it. That is not a name. Oh my goodness. This is like just as bad as Gwyneth Paltrow's daughter, Apple. I cannot stand food names. It's food. Keep it on the foods. I don't like food names at all. Not, like, at all. I don't know if I could say it anymore. No. The next one is Carabelle. That is different. I've heard, like, Maribel or Clarabelle, Isabel, but I've never heard Carabelle. I don't know. It's different. I do kind of like it. It's pretty. I can't stop yawning. I'm so sorry. I don't know. It's different. Brandon. My mom works at a daycare, and when she was in the beginning preschool, which would have been, I believe, the 3.5-year-olds to 4.5-year-olds ish, or 3.5 to almost 5-year-olds. And they had a little girl in the room. She was an African American little girl, gorgeous little girl, pretty little girl. Her name was Brandon, and I had never heard this name on a little girl before that. So, and I've actually not heard this name on a little girl since. But, and I'm going back to the Twilight thing, Alice in Twilight, her last name is Brandon. I read a lot of Twilight fanfiction, and in some of the stories, every once in a while, Alice will be called Brandon. Kind of like you would call, like, your best friend by, like, mostly for guys, but you would call your best friend by their last name. So, I'm down with this being on a girl. I think I would and I know it's not fair, but I think I would kind of, whenever I would hear this on a girl, I would think of Twilight, I would think of Alice. But, yeah, Alice's not really maiden name, but before she became a Cullen, her last name was Brandon. And so, I think of Alice whenever I hear Brandon, though. The last name is Day. I don't like this. I'm so sorry. I'm tired. It's like 11:30 almost. I don't like this for a girl, only because I have the name Daily for a boy on my boys list. So, I don't know. It's okay, but I prefer, like, for a middle name, K or Sky, if it's gonna be quite short. I don't like, not real big on Day. So, and I believe that was it. That was it. So, those are my comments on those names. Again, there are a couple in here that I really, really like. A couple I had never thought of, and one that I had really never heard of that I now love, which is Ensley. So, I really like that one. But I can't wait to hear George's list. So, I will see you later.